The Family Gospel Catechism is found in Gospel Theology, God's Good News for Everything by John Kuyper Liberty, published by WestBow Press, Bloomington, Indiana, 2021, used with permission. Part 2, the Ten Commandments. Question 1. How many commandments did God give on Mount Sinai? 10 commandments. Question 2. What are the 10 commandments sometimes called? God's moral law. Question 3. What do the first 4 commandments teach? Our duty to God. Question 4. What do the last 6 commandments teach? Our duty to our fellow men. Question 5. What is the sum of the 10 commandments? To love God with all my heart and my neighbor as myself. Question 6. Who is your neighbor? All my fellow men are my neighbors. Question 7. Is God pleased with those who love and obey him? Yes. He says, I love those who love me. Question 8. Is God pleased with those who do not love and obey him? No. God is angry with the wicked every day. Question 9. What is the first commandment? The first commandment is, you shall have no other gods before me. Question 10. What does the first commandment teach us? To worship God only. Question 11. What is the second commandment? The second commandment is, you shall not worship images. Question 12. What does the second commandment teach us? To worship God in the right way and to avoid idolatry. Question 13. What is the third commandment? The third commandment is, you shall not take the Lord's name in vain. Question 14. What does the third commandment teach us? To reverence God's name, word, and works. Question 15. What is the fourth commandment? The fourth commandment is, remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. Question 16. What does the fourth commandment teach us? To keep the Sabbath holy. Question 17. What day of the week is the Christian Sabbath? The first day of the week, called the Lord's Day. Question 18. Why is it called the Lord's Day? Because on that day Christ rose from the dead. Question 19. How should the Sabbath be kept? The Sabbath is a day of delight and celebration in which we worship with the people of God, rest from our ordinary vocation, and focus more explicitly on the Lord. Also, we keep the Sabbath holy every day of the week by resting from trying to earn God's love and trusting in Jesus Christ alone. Question 20. What is the fifth commandment? The fifth commandment is, honor your father and your mother. Question 21. What does the fifth commandment teach us? As children, we are to love and obey our parents. Adults are to love, respect, and support our parents all of the days of our lives. Question 22. What is the sixth commandment? The sixth commandment is, you shall not murder. Question 23. What does the sixth commandment teach us? To avoid hatred, all that leads to it, and all that follows from it. Question 24. What is the seventh commandment? The seventh commandment is, you shall not commit adultery. Question 25. What does the seventh commandment teach us? To be pure in heart, language, and conduct. Question 26. What is the eighth commandment? The eighth commandment is, you shall not steal. Question 27. What does the eighth commandment teach us? To be honest and not to take the things of others. Question 28. What is the ninth commandment? The ninth commandment is, you shall not bear false witness against your neighbor. Question 29. What does the ninth commandment teach us? To tell the truth and not to speak evil of others. Question 30. What is the 10th commandment? The 10th commandment is, you shall not covet. Question 31. What does the 10th commandment teach us? To be content with what we have. Question 32. Can any man keep these 10 commandments? No mere man, since the fall of Adam, ever did or can keep the 10 commandments perfectly. Question 33. Of what use are the 10 commandments to us? They teach us our duty, make clear our condemnation, and show us our need of a Savior. Question 34. Does God condemn all men? No. Though he could justly have done so, he has graciously entered into a covenant to save many.